I was just going to ask, are meme coins just luck, like finding the right coin, or is there actually logic that you can
There's
learn to it?
logic. I mean, at the end of the day, it's where attention goes, money flows. So all a meme coin is a driver of attention. The only reason we all hold on to the dollar and respect the values because they hold on to the attention, they hold on to the power. They own the system. A meme coin is merely a very small ass. Would you prefer holding Dogecoin or the Zimbabwe dollar?
They're probably Dogecoin, to be fair.
Okay, you know what I mean? So which one is more valuable?
But I'd probably prefer Bitcoin over both.
The point is these governmental currencies that used to hold this intrinsic value, they're shitcoins. They're built on credit. Like I was mentioning before, it's not real. It's not real. So you want to put your bets and hedge your bets against the system. The point about a meme coin is that it's just people getting together and speculating. But people get together and speculate on the housing market. People get together and speculate on the value of Tesla.
Do you think you have to own the marketing channels to boost that meme
100%.
coin before actually investing in the
I mean,
coins
the thing is, what's taking place in the markets in crypto is a very retail version of what's taking place in Wall Street. You don't think Bezos, before he's about to dump $3 billion worth of stock, he's going to run some really positive news articles in the Wall Street Journal that he owns in order to prop up the liquidity so that he can exit the price without fucking up the chart? Does he own not the Wall Street Journal? What does he own?
I don't know exactly.
Is it the Washington
Is it
Post?
the Washington Post?
Right.
I think
It's
it's
one,
the
it's
Washington
one of them.
Post.
It's something like that.
Yeah. Anyways, I think it's the Washington Post. The point being, it happens in the traditional market. Marketing brings up the price of the chart because liquidity gets inserted, and the market makers or the people that hold the bags, they sell into that liquidity. It's the same thing that's taking place, but retail now has access to it, which is what the bankers don't like. Bankers don't like to share the gambling.
Where do you think people should take the whole crypto thing though? Because can people take it too far where they're just trading crypto, that they're not actually gaining any real world skills? And I get that we're saying that we need to decentralize, which I understand, but I can imagine a lot of these guys making money with crypto, they're a certain kind of way, and that's not making you fit for the real world.
Yeah, I mean, money, like I said, money is just an aspect of reality. You know, if money is all you have, you don't have much. So once you have money, you have to focus on the other areas of your life. If you're chasing charts all day, it's like everything else, dude. Priorities and balance.
I almost feel like as well, people get a little bit too obsessed with this whole like, I need to be so decentralized and I need backups. And what if the world implodes? And what if this country goes down? And it's kind of like, one, if any of those things happen, you're fucked anyway. And two, you're just forgetting to actually live your life because you're always in this like survival mindset. Like, I need to prepare myself for the world ending.
So how can you ever build something if you're feeling like everything's falling apart or you're focusing on that
Yeah,
stuff?
almost just looking into conspiracies all the time and thinking that like everyone's against you and the world's going to implode and you need backups here, backups there, and cash in all these different countries and cryptocurrencies.
To be fair though, it's put me off like
People get a bit
building
obsessed with it.
a whole, like I wanted to buy a unit and make a studio and all of that stuff here, but I don't want to buy in the UK because eventually I want to be able to move to Dubai, and that's another tie. So you got to think about these things. And now with the internet, I guess you can build it on there and be decentralized.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like people are like, oh, well, you can make 10% on your real estate every single year. Why would I can do that with Bitcoin, and I can just sell it the next day. Oh yeah, but you have a place to live. Yeah, I can just rent it, and I don't own any of the liabilities. Oh well, why don't you own a yacht? Why would I? Just rent it when I need it. How many times I've been on a yacht? 12 times? 15 times? Does it justify me spending $5 million to buy one to fit in with every? No, it's bullshit. It's all about freedom. It's the freedom game, guys. If you have too much, right? If you have too much things tied up to you, they can take these things away from you, right? The confidence comes in yourself. It's about not adding this baggage that people have told you makes you successful. You don't need the house. You don't need the car. You don't need any of these things. You just need to be able to do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. That's it. Once you hit that metric, dude, you're cruising. Don't add all these fucking liabilities that fuck up your life.
I notice you often wear the same clothes or the same t-shirts. Is that by design?
Yeah, just wear the same pants and the same shirt every day.
Just for that clarity?
It's just, yeah, I don't think about it. It's just, yeah, now I'm working on my own custom shirts because I need them to be, I'm working on my own custom shirts, my own custom boxers, and my own custom sleeping gear when you travel because of the EMF. So it's going to be
We got
silver
a friend
thread.
that likes that, don't
It's going to
we?
be silver thread, so your nuts don't get 5G radiation. I'll get you guys some
what's
this is where
EMF?
it gets crazy for
Yep,
me.
so
though.
electromagnetic frequencies.
Okay.
So the frequencies that come from your cell phone, the frequencies that come from 5G, you have the phone next to your nuts, your sperm count will go down. So creating boxers that repel EMF, organic cotton instead of polyester, which is basically plastic, and just having maybe black on black clothing line, simple shit for everybody to just buy. Why not?
Sounds good for me. I don't like think about what I wear either. But
Me
these
either,
guys
bro.
are like, yeah, you got to really,
I mean,
really
this guy's
think about
fashioned
it.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
This guy's just hired a stylist.
Yeah, no, I thought I don't want to think about it. So I got this guy in America that picks me out some fits and then sends them over.
But it makes sense. It's like the food thing we're talking about. Like, I like the idea of just automating everything, or just keep things so simple that you don't have to think about it.
Life is simple. We overcomplicate
Yeah.
it. We think that complication equals happiness and peace, and it's the opposite, dude. It's the opposite. You overcomplicate things, you begin to add problems that shouldn't exist. Most of the problems that we have in life are self-induced.
I think a lot of it comes out of boredom.
Absolutely. Yeah, we create problems. We create problems all the time. You want to start a business, it's because you've identified a problem that you want to solve. So you have to go fuck with the problem. We're all about dealing with problems 24/7. So at the end of the day, solve problems that are madly profitable and automate the problems that are not worth thinking about, or pay somebody to handle them.
This Trump shooting, just before we move on, who's to blame for that attempted assassination of Donald Trump?
I mean, it's clearly the deep state. It's the people inside of the government that don't want things to change. It's not the first attempt to kill a president, and it's not the first time a president has been killed. Usually presidents get killed when they want to introduce new policy when it comes to money, or when you start obstructing and changing the current powers that are at B. So you look at the 3-letter agencies, the FBI, the CIA, the NHS, the NSA. None of these people are appointed by the people. These people are appointed by a cabinet, and they just stick around. Who's the head of the FBI? Who's the head of the CIA? We don't even know. You don't think these people have any power?
Yeah.
They run some of the top intelligence agencies that are most insanely funded in the world. But we don't know who they are. And they sit there for decades on decades on decades. That's a deep state. People that have, bro, you don't think somebody's going to come in and when you disrupt billions of dollars worth of markets and transactions and volume, go look at the interview with John McAfee a couple years before he died, where he said, he inserted viruses into all the computers of the government and realized that the head of the immigration department was actually one of the biggest sex traffickers in the entire continent. So he's working and infiltrated the government. Why wouldn't you infiltrate the government from the inside, set up the policies, and put yourself up to win? You don't think people are out here playing chess, bro? You must be delusional.
So how do you envision that theory then, that it was an inside job, the attempted assassination?
Tell me how you would get to Trump naked, let alone with a gun and a ladder and walk. Like it just doesn't happen.
I've seen a lot of people
doesn't
putting it
happen.
down to incompetence, but there was a lot of incompetence going on from what I've seen of the shooting. I think that from the Secret Service, there was some stuff that was unexcusable, like that woman that's 5 foot tall. She's hiding behind the men with her
phone.
gun out, and then she can't even get
She
it back
can't
in the
holster
holster.
it,
Like, that's just crazy. I think the fact that they're aiming to be 30% female by 2030, absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe that that's even.
But it isn't necessarily on the front line though. That could be.
But it's
in
still
the
just,
office.
it should be who is best for the
Could
job.
be
It
in
shouldn't
the
have
office.
anything to do with
Yeah,
gender.
yeah.
It's absolutely
The
ridiculous.
point
shouldn't
is
be-
it was sketchy. Like
Yeah, but that's what I was about to say, so-
You alone couldn't approach the president even if you wanted to.
Yeah, people with smartphones videoing him 2 minutes before he
it
fired a
doesn't
shot. It's
happen.
like, how does that
It
happen?
doesn't. Well, it's an inside job, bro. It's very simple.
I am not a conspiracy theorist, but I do like to believe that.
I mean, the
think
evidence
that
is very clear. If people can't see it, it's because they're sleeping and they have what we call cognitive dissonance. When you're presented all the facts are so obvious, but your brain is so conditioned, right, that it couldn't be possible, that you don't see it.
I can't wait to see what actually comes out. Like, what will be the official press release?
You're not going to get an official press. What's going to be official? Who's officiating it?
Surely they would have to say something though for the people.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
they said that the roof was slanted and it
And it was
wasn't
too-
safe.
yeah,
It was
unsafe.
dangerous.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
too dangerous.
Do you think they try again though? If
I
they
mean,
failed
it
this
doesn't
time?
matter. People already know, dude. They didn't kill the man. You could kill him now. You could kill Trump now and it doesn't matter
Why'd you say that then?
because he's already symbol.
Right. Okay.
He's symbolized.
So do you think if he was unalive now, would it affect the markets, or had they priced in the possibility?
It would affect the markets. But what I'm saying is society has changed. This has just turned tens of millions of people over.
I mean, that picture with his fist
It's
in the air.
the symbol. It's the symbol. People buy into symbols.
Yeah, I think that just won in the election if he wasn't going to win anyway, but I think he was.
So you're saying it was an inside job to miss.
No, it was an inside job trying to kill him, but it didn't work. You
So-
don't miss half a millimeter away
Right.
from somebody's head. No.
Okay, so but if they're that on it that they're able to create this situation and allow it to happen, how did they miss?
Who knows?
How can you miss that shot?
Who
If you
knows?
found a way to get
Maybe
a man
we
on
live
that
in the
roof
Matrix.
that close to him, you've done the hard work. So how did they miss?
That's a great question, bro.
That's embarrassing.